What is up? We are back in the Big Bro Club.
Listen, guys, I think that this is the best week of Big Brother yet this season. I see a lot of people online. I don't think they're happy with this season.
Yeah.
But I've been having a blast. I can definitely see how it could have been boring without this week. This week has been super awesome.
Yeah, people, I think especially after the events of this week, people are upset about stuff that's going on, but I'm like, I love it. I love the chaos. I'm enjoying it.
Heck yeah, dude.
I think I saw a tag. Her take was that she said she likes this cast, but she doesn't think they work, like all of them together don't work. Like it's a puzzle that doesn't fit.
Yeah. I can see that because I get there's and I'll probably start yelling in a little bit, but there's moments that happen in these episodes where it's like Survivor, where I actually care so much that I was getting riled up.
Yeah, it's happening. We're both big bro pilled now.
We are. We're getting big bro pilled, which sounds like we're really into like Joe Rogan or something.
Yeah,
but no, it's Big Brother.
No, we are into a reality television show, not elk meat.
All right, let's jump in with episode 13.
And then we immediately got an explosion that we all knew was coming. With Riley and Mickey. Moonbeam Riley is really mad at Mickey. What did you think about this? I thought he seemed insane.
Yeah, I mean, I understand being upset, but there's a certain... It's just like, hey, at what point are you like, hey, dude, you're on camera. Like, stop.
Mm-hmm. And then she, for her to have to say, like, hey, stop yelling at me. Like, the rage in his eyes, it looked like he was going to do something. Like, he was going to burn the house down.
Yeah, here's the thing that I think a lot of guys don't realize is even if in your friend group or your personal life, you're not seen as like a scary person, you're not a threat, you know what I mean? In a different situation, if you're a guy and you're like towering over someone, they could be very scared.
Yeah, and you have chest tattoos and a low IQ. And
apparently a son that you don't pay child support for.
Oh, yep.
I don't know. I'm just seeing stuff on Twitter, man. I'm not a journalist.
Hey, but speaking of all the rumors being true, Catherine and Riley.
Whoa. Yeah,
the Showmance.
Catherine says that he is the epitome of a beautiful soul.
Dude, this is the Showmance from hell.
Yeah, it is. This is a nightmare, dude.
All the clips that we've seen, like Rob and Amber, it was cute. It was cute the whole time. Everyone, Amber, Rob and Amber, everybody loved it. And there's none of that. There's nothing cute about what's going on with Riley and Catherine. It's very, I mean, I just don't understand how she could be attracted to the energy that he presents in those clips. But you know what? Maybe I just haven't been in the room with Riley. Maybe if I was, I would think he was the greatest person ever.
You gotta be in the room where it happens. Where it happens.
If I was on the couch where it happens, or wherever they were,
the swing or whatever.
Maybe I would realize how Moonbeam Riley is so dreamy. But I don't know.
I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
Let's talk about Kelly a little bit. Our favorite or your favorite? I don't know. Definitely not my favorite.
I like Kelly. I wouldn't say she's my favorite in the house, but I don't think anyone can deny that she's been one of the most like dynamic players. I mean, she's constantly getting put up on the block, constantly taking herself off. It's fun to watch.
It's very entertaining, I'll say that. But she's not feeling good because her current alliance, after the last vote, it didn't go how she wanted. And she has decided that for this week, the Kelly coaster is off. She does not want on the block because it's her birthday.
Yeah, and what's insane to me is Mickey looks at her and goes, I have no intentions of putting you on the block on your birthday.
Yep.
Spoiler alert, she puts her on the block on her birthday.
I think because Mickey got access to a phone, she saw the Kelly coaster bit, and she's like, how funny would it be?
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
I think that's
she
what
saw
happened.
Our clips and was like, we need to double down on this.
But then after the Kelly stuff, tell us about Riley's babyface turn.
Oh my god!
Because that's what it was,
Dude.
right? I mean, that's what it was presented as.
he's just walking around the house crying. He's 27 years old.
Yeah.
He's acting like he's 19. I mean, even at 19, I'd be like, guy, get a grip. I mean, I know we're young, but that's how I was talking at 19. I was walking around like, guys, I know we're young, but get a grip. No, it's like, he's older than us.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I'm sorry you got your robe taken away, dude, but it's not worth it. Acting like this.
His big thing is that he doesn't get his letters from home, right? But it's like, man.
Yeah. And then Mickey got that really nice letter from her mom.
But then he does the face turn or whatever where he's like, Mickey, will you come over here so I can give you a hug too?
Yep.
And he's like, I love you, Mickey. And she's like, I love you too. And this whole house is like a toxic friend group where they obviously can't stand each other, but they're always walking around like, I love you. I love you.
I noticed that with Keanu too. It's like during a challenge, Keanu is public enemy number one. But, you know, during the ASMR hug time, it's like everybody's buddy. Maybe it's just
that would drive me up the wall.
It might be just because the emotions run so high.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
stuck with these people 24/7 for a month now. They've been in there for over a month now. And so it's like, I understand feeling close to them, but at the end of the day.
Yeah. Live feeds be damned. Riley's a babyface.
I couldn't stand it. I was like, this show knows what it's doing.
They were giving him the
everyone's
music.
Gonna get mad.
Yeah, they were giving him the like I've changed music behind what he was saying.
Another person I can't stand, Jimmy. He at one point he's talking to Mickey and he goes, "Hey, I'm not upset because I know I'm safe this week."
Yeah.
The second he said that, I looked at my phone because I was watching on my phone. I was like, "Uh-oh."
And then Keanu, this is the point in the show where Mickey's having conversations with people about who's going to go up, right? So she talks to Riley, and she's like telling him that he's going to go up, and he has no issue with it. He's like, I will protect Catherine, and I'll take the bullets for her, and if I go home, it's whatever. I found the love of my life, man.
We got to talk about this because this guy is such an idiot. Listen to this. She tells him, look, if you win the power of veto, do not take yourself off the block because if it comes between you and Keanu's going to go home, right? But if you take yourself off the block, I'm going to have to put someone else up, maybe Catherine. And he's like, man, no, I can't let that happen. I can't let that happen. Dude, if you use the power of veto on yourself, then you can take yourself off the block, and if Catherine comes up, you can control who. No one's voting for Catherine, right?
No, nobody's voting for Catherine.
Big Brother blockbuster.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. If you leave yourself on the block and you don't win the Big Bro blockbuster or whatever, you could go home. So it's like either way. Oh, my God. It was so stupid.
He's just so in love with Catherine that's all he was thinking about in the decision-making process.
Yeah. He's oh, man. He needs to put a cowboy hat on the head he's been thinking with. But
a bar.
So then Mickey goes, thanks, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Then Mickey goes to Kelly, and she's like, hey, same deal. If you win the power veto, don't take yourself off the block. And Kelly's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, Kelly had the normal person response for once to something. Kelly's the voice of reason.
It would have been really funny if Mickey was like, well, if you come off the block, I might have to put someone else up, like Catherine. And she's like, good, put Catherine up. I don't give a
Yeah. And then Keanu's conversation with Mickey was the funniest one of all because they were both like, yeah, we know what's up. I'm going up on the block. It is what it is. Good day.
Yeah. Here's and I'll probably end up getting frustrated later on because something happens at the veto competition that really made me sad for Keanu. But this is the perfect example of Keanu's not being like some of the other players in this house where he doesn't understand what game they're playing.
Yeah.
Right? Like he's like, hey, I get it. It's the game. I'm at the bottom. I'll see you on the block. No hard feelings. But then you put someone else not even on the block. You just like nominate them and they fly off the handle. And they're like, I thought we were friends. And it's like, whoa, this is a game. I mean, later on, someone even says, I think it was Ava. Ava goes, hey, I'm not the one that said that I was going to pick everybody off one by one. And it's like, that's what the game is.
But the game is also being a politician. That was his Howard Dean scream. Yeah! That tanked his election chances.
What a deep cut, dude. What we talking about politics from 10, 15 years ago?
2005 or something. I don't know. 2003.
Dang. If this was on the Making the Merge show, I would have been like, what's that? But yeah. I know what that is.
Yeah, on Big Brother, Chase is smart. That's the
I'm a historian. Yeah,
exactly.
Different character.
So up next is the veto comp picks, right?
Yeah.
And it's Rachel who gets picked and also Morgan.
Yeah, so the total players are Keanu, Riley, Kelly, Mickey, Rachel, Morgan.
And Mickey's like, this is great. It's basically 5-on-1. Surely he won't win.
Well, he will, and don't call him Shirley.
Man, another bar from Chase.
Yeah, so the veto competition, before we even get to the rules, Ava falls down, which was so funny.
Ava falls down. Where was that? Oh, it was going to the challenge,
yeah,
right?
Like
or just walking in there.
She just falls right over.
Yeah, I was thinking of it like the 2 other times she's fallen in the show, which she just seems to be a clumsy person.
Yeah, like earlier in the episode, she spits all over herself. She was like talking and just spit all over herself.
Yeah, that's when she was with Rachel in the hammock. Yeah. They're talking about T-shirts.
Yeah. She's awesome. Everything Ava does is the best. So, yes, it's the Power of Veto competition. And here's the rules. You have to navigate the sidewalk of tiles by only stepping on the green tiles. If you step on a red one and your entire sidewalk turns red, you have to start over. The first to successfully navigate the sidewalk moves on to the next round, tournament style. This was a really fun challenge.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was like Squid Games, basically.
Yeah, I think there was a game show on Nickelodeon when I was a kid that was essentially the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, if there was like a trap door every time they got it wrong, that would have been a little bit more fun.
Yeah. That would have, yeah.
It was still a good time.
It was really awesome. So because it's tournament style, it's broken up on one-on-one rounds. The first round was Keanu versus Mickey. Keanu wins with a time of 2 minutes and 49 seconds. Next up was Morgan versus Rachel. Pro gamer Morgan sucks at this game.
Yep.
You think that they would be right up her alley.
If it was an FPS competition, then maybe she'd be better.
Yeah, when's the Black Ops 2 comp?
When do I get to go to Nuketown?
Rachel beats Morgan with a time of 2 minutes and 32 seconds.
Rachel looked good. I thought she might win.
The quickest time out of all the beginning rounds.
Yeah.
Then it was Kelly versus Riley. Riley wins by seconds. They both did a really good job, but Riley wins 2 minutes, 52 seconds. Next up, we have Keanu versus Riley. The winner will go into the finals against Rachel.
Yeah, because Rachel got the automatic bye for being the quickest.
Yes. Keanu, dude, is a beast. I don't think they should make a hype edit with what Vince was saying about Keanu during this challenge, where he's like, Rachel's panicking, running back and forth. Riley was panicking, running back and forth, but Keanu, just meticulous, like Michael Myers, always just walking at this slow, methodical pace. He doesn't even, he's eerily slow. And it really was. Like at one point I was like, Keanu, like pick up the pace. But no matter what, he's just barely moving and just making his way down the lane. And
then Moonbeam Riley kept getting to the last one and over and over and over again could not remember the very last step.
Moonbeam Riley was so good at this game. Like, so good at the game. Keanu hadn't even gotten halfway, and Riley was all the way at the last tile. He kept stepping on the wrong one. over and over, like 5 or 6 times. It's not like it was just like he panicked and did it twice. Like, it was way too many times. That was when I was like, this dude's a moron. He's been stepped on by too many bulls.
Yeah, that could be what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not journalists.
No,
but
not yet.
Keanu wins. He goes into the finals against Rachel. It's not even close. Keanu is a beast.
Yeah,
beats
Keanu
Rachel very quickly.
kills it.
And that's when no one cheers.
Yeah, I wrote down Keanu wins hilarious because he won, and then it was just complete silence. Every time somebody wins something, everybody gives them like pity claps at least, like, or it tells them congratulations. Yeah, woo.
Dude,
nothing.
It's dead silent. And I mean, that would set me off too. Keanu's obviously very upset because it probably hurts your feelings. Like, it's one thing to be at the bottom and to be constantly put on the block, but now it's to the point where like, oh, well, now just me playing the game, it's not fun. Like, no one is like, he has nobody on his side, not one person, and that sucks, dude. I feel so bad for him.
And this is where you got super worked up.
Yeah, dude, like my notes, I'm not going to go as hard as I would in my notes, because in my notes I got really upset.
Yeah.
But like at this point, I was like, yo, everyone sucks. Keanu is my champ.
I thought it was really funny. I didn't feel bad for him like you did, because it was just such a funny moment to me.
Well, yeah, it's hilarious, but it's still like, that's a person though.
Yeah, it's a person that nobody wanted to win because he was going to be the unanimous vote. And then against all the odds, he beats everybody that would have kept one-on-one the same, one-on-one. Insanity. And then, tell us the best moment of all.
So then he's upset. Ava is not saying anything. She's in shock. He looks at Ava and he goes, I believe you have a prompt.
This is where I became
baller.
That was the moment that I became a Keanu fan. Incredible stuff. I believe you have a prompt is such a badass thing to say. And if I was Ava, I thought Ava's response was a little bit much. I would have just kind of jabbed him back.
Yeah, she immediately... Yeah, but I think, and she even mentions this, I think she might just have some sort of like a history of people treating her poorly, I think.
Yeah.
Because she immediately was just like, just because I look like this doesn't mean you can talk to me that way. And I was like, well, hold on. He didn't say anything about how you look. You did him wrong. Everyone was just a dick to Keanu.
Yeah.
You're not the victim here.
And
but
she admitted that later where she's like, look, I get stuff like that a lot, so I have to defend myself. And so it was just like a knee-jerk response from her based off of stuff that had happened.
Totally fine. Totally understandable. Because that was an intense thing to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, but Ava goes, I was about to give him the biggest congratulations. No, she wasn't. They all stood there
everyone
in
was silent. Yeah, it was completely silent.
Yeah, dude. And then we get a compilation of everyone just like dogging on Keanu. Rachel goes, he's arrogant and smug. He's on the bottom.
You can see where that's coming from a little bit though, with the way that I know he's on the bottom, but the way he's handled being on the bottom is very confrontational.
What are you supposed to do when it's like so clear that everyone wants you gone? And it's not like it's just been a couple days. It's not like Survivor where it's like, whoo, that was a rough week last week when I thought I was going home. It's been 30 days of everyone being like, we got to get Keanu out. Rooting actively against him. Yes, dude.
That's a lot.
Keanu is my king, my BDSM king, the dungeon master. He is the greatest Big Brother player of all time. I've only ever seen this season, but I think everyone will rally with me when I say that Keanu is the one, the only, the greatest big bro in the BROTHER.
Man, this really is becoming your new Survivor. That's the kind of energy we get from Chase in the middle of a Survivor season.
Yeah, man. Keanu really won me over.
But yeah, I think you're on an island with that. I liked I believe you have a prompt. Thought that was awesome. Like one of my favorite lines of the whole season. Outside of that, I'm not a big Keanu fan.
Whatever.
All right, moving on. So Keanu and Ava talk. immediately after he apologizes, he breaks down. He's very sorry, which it was a cool line. I don't think he needs to be. I think, well, he's sorry about how she reacted.
Yeah.
And she consoled him, or at least, was acting like she was. And then to the camera, she's like, give me a break. You yelled at me, and then I got to console you.
Which was fair. He started crying. But I think he just felt bad because he didn't mean to be harsh, but everybody was quiet.
He wasn't that harsh either. It was Keanu's best moment. So Riley's going to bat to try to keep Catherine. And Mickey, she's in the diary room explaining why she doesn't want to put up Catherine. And it made sense to me because the target would be bigger on Mickey after that than it would be on Riley or Catherine if they didn't go home.
Yeah, 100%.
And then Rachel is in the room. I forgot who all she was with, but she floats putting up Vince, and Mickey was intrigued.
Spiraling.
Yeah. Well, Vince wasn't in the room. Vince starts spiraling later because Vince talks to Mickey, and he, without hearing any of this, he's just convinced that it was him.
He's going home.
Yeah. He's like, she won't look at me.
In hindsight, it does very much look like it was either going to be Vince or the person that goes home.
But then he geniusly takes the heat off of him by leaking that Jimmy was going behind their back and creating different alliances. And then basically Mickey's decision is between Vince and Jimmy, the two brothers.
The two twin brothers, the secret twin brothers. Jimmy, we keep getting shots of him in the house. He's wearing pit vipers.
Yep.
The audacity that this man came for Rachel's style when he just walks around the house wearing bandanas and pit vipers and the weirdest stuff. But then what's insane is later on, right before it's time to make the nominations, Keanu tells that same group the same story that Vince told them. So it corroborated the story identically. So now it pretty much just set in stone, Jimmy is flipping on us.
Yes. And then Mickey tells Jimmy pretty much that his name's out there and that she's considering it. Yeah. And his world it looked like it shattered. He couldn't believe it.
Yeah. One of the funniest things that happens at the nomination ceremony is she's trying to put her makeup on right before the nomination ceremony. She's panicking. She gets Jimmy in there last second. She goes, "Hey, I've considered putting your name up. I just wanted to give you a heads up so that way you're not blindsided, blindsided right before it happens."
Yeah.
And he's spiraling. He's like, "Why? She's like, "It just, a lot of people floated your name. It's just kind of what makes sense." Then at the nomination ceremony, she nominates him and goes, "I nominated this person because I don't respect your game." And it's like, whoa. Are we trying to be friends here or not?
We're not.
Keanu, Kelly, Jimmy.
Keanu, Kelly, and Jimmy. I was really thinking it was going to be Keanu, Kelly, and Vince. And then, Vince, he saved himself. And
he is an unemployed little rat, dude. He knows how to get his way out of any situation.
He's a weasel. Brand's little weasels might be down a member, but I've got a new weasel on my team. I guess he's been a weasel the whole time. So in the next episode, Jimmy's pissed.
Yeah, and so is Rachel. Rachel is sobbing.
Yeah,
hey man, I hate to say it about Rachel. I think our goat is washed.
Whoa. I mean,
she hasn't done anything.
But
everything she tries to do fails.
But people are scared of the idea of her still.
Which is very true. But how much longer, how many times do you make Superman bleed before you realize he's just a man?
I don't watch movies, so I don't know.
Did I go 3 for 3 on bars?
Yeah, 3 for 3. So Rachel talks to Will, and they're trying to save Jimmy because Rachel and Will are like, why would she do this? Why? Jimmy was a number for us. They didn't see the deception, or at least they didn't believe it to be true, maybe.
Right. Or they just don't know about it, yeah.
Yeah, that could also be part of it. Let's talk about the Showmance from Hell a little bit more.
Oh, God.
Every time they're on screen, it's a tough watch. And while they're trying to kiss for the first time, we then get Ava. I woke up in a new Bugatti, and she's rocking.
She's just rocking on a hammock, having a great time. She calls it her magic carpet ride.
Yeah, and it's like, thank God she was there for that scene. Otherwise, it would have just been them, and it would have been awful. But Ava was so there.
Uncomfortable.
Ava saved the day.
So uncomfortable. Like, I don't know if it's the way that they're editing these scenes or if it's just them. But it's like, I'm watching this and I'm like, I've seen showmances on reality TV before. It's never been this strange.
Yeah.
I think it's just the intensity of the way that he stares at her. Mm-hmm. It's like a serial killer, bro. And then she's just looking all sweet, and he's just looking at her like she's a piece of meat.
I hate it. It really, I think yesterday I texted you that the showmance makes me want to commit terrorism. Against
on the
who?
Big Brother house?
No, I didn't. I meant that vaguely. So
a second plane has hit the Big Brother house.
No, I'm not gonna do anything to the Big Brother house or anybody involved. I'm just gonna go destroy a mailbox or something.
Oh yeah.
My Vandalism. Own mailbox, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna commit terrorism against myself and my property.
Heck yeah, dude. I think you're confusing terrorism for vandalism, but I'm
gonna do it with a bomb.
Theory. Whoa! Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah. Well, then I'm on board. Yeah, dude. Jimmy, man. Jimmy is talking with Rachel and Will about the Big Brother blockbuster competition.
The what?
The BBBBCWC, the Big Brother blockbuster competition with Chase.
The BBBBCWC with Chase.
Yes.
So wait, that would be
everybody's favorite part.
But wait, I said BBBBCWC with Chase. That would be the BBBBCWCWC. Because I added an extra with Chase.
Yeah, you doubled up on the CWCs.
Yeah. Anyway.
So Jimmy's talking, and he's like, they don't know what they just awoken me right now. And, dude, this guy is always saying stuff that is just so embarrassing unless he delivers, and he never delivers.
Lord Farquaad.
Like if he loses the Big Brother blockbuster, the BBBBCWC, then, what did they awaken you, Jimmy? Why do you keep doing these one-liners like you're Sylvester Stallone in an action movie when you do nothing?
Here's the thing, though. Rachel and Jimmy were both supremely confident that he was going to win without even knowing what the challenge was. For some reason, they were just like, he's going to win.
Beast.
Yeah, against Kelly and Riley, of course, Jimmy is going to win. And they were like, they really thought it was going to happen. But Will and who is it? Ashley and Will, they're trying to keep Jimmy at all costs. And then they try to get Zach in on it. And Zach was pretty much like, well, we'll see. Let's see how this blockbuster goes.
It's insane because Zach has become one of the only smart people in the house. And it's like at the beginning he was a moron, but now he's just like, gosh. Yeah. But and it's like everyone is really upset with Mickey at this point. Like we get this kind of compilation of all of these people talking about how upset they are with Mickey for putting Jimmy up on the block. And it's like, guys, last week it was all, I'm so sick of everybody doing the same thing every week, putting the same nominations up every week. And now just because Mickey puts Jimmy on the block, it's like, well, why didn't she just put the same people on the block?
Well, it was because they looked at Jimmy as a number, as one of their allies. And that was the reason. Yeah,
but it's just, he's so flippy floppy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and then Rachel is pissed off at Vince just because Jimmy went on the block instead of him, and he can feel it. Rachel wanted Vinny up there so bad.
I know that Ava's the aura reader, but I think Vince has done the best job of reading everybody.
Yeah. But then, Vince and Jimmy, the twins, have a conversation. And it was really bizarre to me. Did you... Or were you surprised by what Jimmy said when he told Vince, I have a level of trust with you that I don't have with anybody else in this game?
I just assume that he's full of shit. He just says this to everybody. So I didn't even write it down because I was just like, it's just him doing it. I can't stand him.
Yeah.
It's to the point where it's not even like a reality show anymore. If I ever saw him, I would probably just be like, hey, man, I hate you.
I wanted him to stay.
No,
I
dude,
actually wanted
him to go so bad. In fact, I was terrified because I really thought Kelly was going home because I thought I saw some sort of spoiler, and I was like, I cannot believe that the Kelly cycle is over.
Yeah. Okay. Ultimately, I guess it's better that we have the Kelly cycle, then we can milk that for more TikTok views. Shout out to TikTok.
Yeah. Then whatever Jimmy does, his pre-written one-liners that were done already on Drag Race in 2010. He has no entertainment value.
Yeah, the Drag Race thing, it's unforgivable.
It is. It is an unforgivable sin in the Big Brother house.
Or in any house.
Yeah,
especially I'll tell you, it's a sin in my house. You can't steal drag queen lines.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah. Or at least you got to give credit to the original artist, brother.
Exactly. You have to cite your sources if you're going to quote drag queen in this house.
Yeah, but I was hoping that Riley was going to go home when I saw the initial nominations, because then we would be set free from the Showmance hell, and then Catherine would have enough time in the house to forget about him, and then there's not even a thing after the game, hopefully.
Yeah. At this point, I just hope he proposes at the live show. Oh. Like, I hope this just becomes even more of a dumpster fire. Yeah,
Didn't he say
I hope this becomes.
That?
He floated it to her. Actually, this is a perfect moment before we get into the BBBBW CWC. Whatever. Let's talk about what we've been seeing online from these live feeds when it comes to Riley.
Yes.
Should we give our top 3 uncomfortable Riley moments real quick?
Yes, Chase, please do. And then we could put it up online with the video. So, all right, top 3 moments. Yeah, if we can find
Number 3 has got to be the unedited version of when they're sitting on the couch together while Ava's on the hammock and they're about to kiss for the first time, and there's just this uncomfortable staring at each other. That is uncomfortable. It's not a crime. The next 2, we might have to call somebody. The second is when he's on a different couch with Catherine and just kind of like the blanket comes off and you could see some stuff.
Yep.
And he kind of directs everyone to it.
There was a brick in the Big Brother house.
And then the number 1, and I don't know if maybe we're getting pranked by edits or something, but I cannot imagine that this was real, but I think it was. Number 1, he's in the shower and we just start hearing some noises and he just like picks his hands up and looks at the camera and starts laughing.
Yeah. But maybe we should just leave it at here's some noises so that we could post this and not get flagged.
Exactly. Yeah,
but
dude, what is happening?
Something flopping around in there that he was giggling
last,
about.
Last week we were talking about, it was on Cook Islands. We were talking about something flopping around, and it carried over this week. Dude, it's just, we got to do something about this guy. This guy is like, is it safe to say that he's more evil than the mastermind?
Yeah. Where is the mastermind? How do you just go AWOL from multiple? Yeah, just gone. I guess he's so upset that his accomplice went home.
Or maybe he's like, you know what? Riley's doing a great job. We'll just let him terrorize everybody.
Yeah. They're both from the same place. Hell. All right, it's time for the BBBB CWC.
Guys, this competition is called Safe Crackers, which is what all of these competitors are trying to become.
Yep, we got 3 whites in a competition called Safe Crackers.
You have to place a ball into the combination maze. If you can get your ball into the 3 correct spots, you win. Here's what I dislike about the Big Brother blockbuster competition with Chase. I hate how dead quiet the competition is. There's like no narration over it, and so it's just them just dead quiet playing.
And it's never an interesting challenge to watch.
No, and it's a quick one, which I understand. It's live TV. You got to go quick.
Have them play Uno or something.
That'd be fun. But Riley wins pretty quickly. He was good at it. I really wished it would have been Kelly. It would have been awesome if she has won every single blockbuster that she has been up against.
But we took the Kelly coaster a step further this time because she didn't get to win for her safety. Now she has to risk it all at the final stage.
Oh, yeah. And she didn't volunteer this week. The stakes are as high as they have ever been.
I've heard some conflicting reports on that from our TikTok that in a way she did volunteer herself in the live feeds to Mickey, saying that she would rather be up there than Riley, but then she put them both up.
What? Why? See, this is the thing about this show, man. Yeah. If you are not plugged into the live feeds, there's a whole different show going on.
It is pretty fascinating.
Dang, dude, Kelly's got a problem. I saw one comment on our post where it's like she's acting like an addict, like she can't help herself.
Yeah,
the feeling quote, is too good.
Yeah, God forbid a girl wants the rush of potentially losing $750,000. Amazing
she's
comment.
Awesome. I don't know how anyone could dislike Kelly. I think she's great. So Riley wins the competition, takes himself off. So now it's just Kelly versus Jimmy.
And Jimmy gives us another heart-wrenching performance.
God. I skipped it.
Jimmy gave us a beautiful performance. It was one of his best. It really was. I always loved Jimmy. You actually skipped it.
Skip ahead 10 seconds button twice. I said bop bop. Yeah, dude, I couldn't.
Really?
I can't stand him. I can't stand anything that comes out of his mouth.
Can I make you listen to it then?
Yeah, that's fine.
Pulling up YouTube TV right now.
He just like it's past the entertainment. Usually I'm like, hey, we need to be polite to the people on the show. It's like they're characters. They're not, not this guy. Not this guy,
dude. Let's set him up.
I don't even want him on the show because I don't have anything polite to say.
So you just confront him about Drag Race.
Yeah, because I think that is we called it an unforgivable sin earlier. I think it's plagiarism. It's like you're trying to become a reality TV icon and you don't have anything original to say. You're just stealing jokes from other reality TV icons. And to me, it's hacky, it's hokey.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, let's get into it. This is Jimmy's speech.
I'm good for your game. There's nothing I can say about Jimmy. That's all.
Thank you, Kelly. Jimmy? In 2014, a young teen watched Big Brother, unsure of who they were or what they wanted to be.
Oh, my God.
And seeing the likes of people like Frankie and Tommy and many more come to this show and show what authenticity and success are not mutually exclusive. I am not ready to leave this show. I have so much more to show each and every single one of you, America and the world. I am not ready to go. I explained to each one of you what me being here means for your game. I hope you hear me, and I hope you vote accordingly. And I could not be here without the support of my family. Sean, I love you so much. And Miley Cyrus, I want to meet you one day, so if you're watching this, call me, girl. Stream something beautiful. Everywhere fine music is sold. Thank you, Jim.
And that was Jimmy's speech. Were you moved? Did you shed a tear, Chase?
No. A young teen watched Big Brother for the first time. Shut up, dude.
Hey, he won me over.
Did someone on Drag Race say that? Did he actually?
No, but he paid respect to the Grande family once again on his way out, which I appreciated.
Yeah,
so, Jimmy.
Which also, he was like, I've watched this since I was a teenager and all the legends and then names like people from like the last 5 seasons.
Hey, man, Frankie Grande. He's the top of the Big Brother mountain.
Do you think Rachel was upset that he didn't say her?
She still voted for him. She was one of the 2, right? Yeah. So let's get to that.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty much a landslide, 2-9, and was it 2-9 or was it? What was the final vote?
Yeah, something like that. I didn't write it down, but only 2 people voted to keep Jimmy, and one of them was an accident.
Yeah, I was about to say there's one moment in particular we got to talk about from this, which is Ashley. Well, first of all, she takes forever in the hallway, and I'm thinking like this is live. Like Julie's got to be thinking like, hey, pick it up.
That wasn't her fault, I don't think, because Rachel stops her and is trying to convince her to vote to save Jimmy.
Yeah, and so then Ashley gets in there, and she once again like is stalling for time, doesn't know what she's gonna say, and I'm thinking, man, Julie's got to be like, girl, get it together. Like I don't think we'll see Julie break on somebody, but if she took a little bit longer, I think Julie would have snapped at her.
She probably would have been like, Ashley, I need your decision.
Yeah. Ashley, make a decision is what she would actually say. But then she makes a decision, and what name does she say?
She says she wants to vote to evict
Kelly. Yep.
I tried to take as long as she took.
Okay.
But she
I thought
took
you were
even
queuing
longer.
me up.
No, I was just like, she took a solid 10 seconds. She was panicking.
Yeah. And then
But
she
votes
gets out.
to evict Kelly.
Yep. And immediately is like, what have I done? And then,
Well, she tells Will what she just did. And Will looks at her and is like, what? What are you doing? And he's like, you need to go back in there.
did Will tell her that?
Well, I mean, we can't hear them, but we see his facial reaction, and he's looking at her, and he looks shocked. He's like, what are you doing? Because here's the thing. At first, I was like, well, it's not that big of a deal. It's still very clear that Jimmy has got most of the votes. But now, someone knows that someone flipped. And now you're going to be at the bottom of the house because you flipped.
If they
with
find
Rachel.
out.
Which they do know, because at the end of the episode, Mickey says, I wonder who the second person was. And she says it to Ashley, and Ashley is just looking at her terrified.
Yeah, but as of right now, she hasn't spilled it yet. And I wonder if they'd believe her if she said, I did it by accident, because she could have Will to back up the panic. You know, but Will was there. True. Will's her ally. So hey, I don't think it'll be a big deal. Can I just say
this? She's a lawyer.
Yeah, not a good show.
And we've seen her panic and make the wrong decision.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if I'm ever in legal trouble, do not hire her.
Hey, when I get a DUI, I'm phoning up Ashley.
She's like, the judge is like, all right, who are you here to defend? And she accidentally says the other client's name. Insane week, dude.
But
it was
Ashley,
super fun, though.
Yeah, it was super fun. And Ashley made it farther than Jimmy in the game. Who would have thought?
Me.
You? Oh, well, after Showergate, I didn't think she was sticking around very much.
Oh, by the way, we forgot to bring this up. Power of Veto competition. She was in the shower again, and they just included like a quick moment. Did you catch that?
No. I must have looked away.
So funny. She was in the shower. She had to rush back down there again with her hair wet.
Yeah, so that was an awesome 2 episodes of Big Brother. We have not seen the Sunday episode yet, but you'll be hearing our thoughts on that right now.
Right now.
All right, we watched it. We're back.
Yeah, that's great. I like that.
We ended the last episode saying we're going to watch the next one.
And then we did.
Or not, yeah. Or we ended our last recording. It's technically all one episode.
But last episode of Big Brother.
Yeah. So it is true.
Yeah. We wouldn't make this up, guys. We wouldn't lie to you.
What a hot start. So Rachel's in shambles. Rachel.
Yes, I also wrote that down.
She doesn't get what she wants, and it's very upsetting to her.
Her quote is, literally no one in the house listens to me, and I've played twice before. I've said this before, and I feel bad, but I think our goat is washed, dude. Imagine Boston Rob showing back up on Survivor and being like, why is no one listening to me?
Which, I really hope that she's able to turn it around, because if not, I have 2 washed goats on my teams. One is Aaron Rodgers, and the other is Rachel Riley. So I thought of a tweet from one Marina Diamandis. It said, just found out the world doesn't revolve around me. Shocked and upset.
And that's exactly how Rachel is feeling this episode.
She's devastated that everyone doesn't just do exactly what she wants. It's kind of fascinating.
And I think she would feel better if she just won a couple competitions, because I think what she was known for in the past was she won a lot of HOHs.
That makes sense. And then she gets consoled by your boy.
Yeah. A lot of people online talk about this weird relationship with Keanu and Rachel, because apparently on the live feeds, one day they're just yelling at each other, and the next day they're consoling each other because they're all that each other has.
Yeah, I saw the peed on the floor clip.
Yeah,
have you seen that?
Yeah. I got to the bottom of it, if you want to know what happened.
Okay.
Apparently, no one peed on the floor. They have a bidet in there, and the bidet just shot water up into the air. That's what Jimmy said. Okay. Jimmy did a Q&A after he got eliminated, and there's another thing that Jimmy talks about in this Q&A that I'll bring up in a little bit, because I know for a fact we're going to bring it up because it's probably the most disgusting part of this whole episode.
Are you a Jimmy fan?
No.
Are you turning into a Jimmy fan now that he's not in the game?
No. I just am reporting information that he gave in a Q&A.
Oh, well, I mean, I figured if you're keeping up with Jimmy's Q&As, you must be like subscribed to his Substack or something.
Well, no. No. I care about my job. I'm good at my job. I got to report the information to you.
Yeah, because I don't keep up with the stuff because I don't care about it.
Well, you've got a lot on your plate. You got to watch all of the NFL games.
Yeah, I have to do that. Someone is making me. I don't do that for fun. So then we go from Keanu and Rachel, having their moment to it's an interrogation all over again. But this time it's just Ashley getting interrogated because everyone seems to think that she was the other one who voted for Jimmy because Jimmy only hugged her. Huggate.
Huggate. Showergate and then Huggate, which, I mean, they're right. It was her.
Yeah. I mean, she didn't do the worst job of lying about it.
No, and she had Will backing her up, too, and Rachel. None of the people that knew about it gave her up.
Yeah, but everyone still thinks it's her. So it doesn't really matter that anyone was defending her. She'll never get out of the shadow of Showergate, and now she's got Jimmygate.
How did Jimmy know she was the one that voted for him,
Did maybe Rachel whispered something to him? I don't know.
That's a good point.
I'm not sure, but that's the only thing I've got before the HOH challenge.
I will say that at one point, Ava is a soldier from the 1940s writing to her boyfriend.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was incredible. But this is, I think, kind of the people are turning on Ava a little bit after what happened with Keanu in the last episode, and I'm wondering. I was watching this thinking like, this is a really fun bit. I wonder if it's still gonna play. Because people were so on her side a couple weeks ago, but then after her blow up with Keanu, people seem to be on Keanu's side.
I think I don't know, but this is what I think, just from a vibes thing. If I'm reading the auras as Ava would do, right? I think people are just really behind Keanu right now because he's the underdog, and I think everybody feels for that. You know what I mean? When he doesn't have any friends in the house. So I think everybody feels for that. I especially do. And then Ava, I think everybody still likes Ava a whole lot, but I just think whenever someone is HOH, it seems like the tides turn pretty quickly on them if they're not doing a good enough job as HOH.
So the same thing that happens when a wrestler wins a belt.
Exactly. It's like you want that person to win, get to the top of the mountain, and then the second you're at the top of the mountain, we want someone else to be the top of the mountain.
You know what Nick Saban says? You try to get to the top of the mountain, and once you do, you become the mountain, and everybody's coming for you. So
yeah, I like that. You tell who is that? Your buddy Nick?
Yeah, my buddy Nick, who I watch all the NFL games with. So this competition was stupid. Let's get into that.
Yeah, I didn't like
Double
it at all.
Dipper, Jack the Dipper.
This is one of those where it was just like, there was one element that I did like about it, which was I liked the element of like they had to choose the two people to play. And it just became a thing of like you could target the people that you wanted to get out.
Which would have been great if any of them knew how that mechanic worked and how they were supposed to use it.
Yeah.
That's where we get Rachel not being washed, where Rachel's like, these guys are idiots. There's a way to play this where you ensure your alliance is going to be stronger at the end of it.
Yeah, and I saw a tweet this week that kind of has that same vibe, which is someone was like, I think they dropped the mastermind the second they realized that this cast could destroy everything themselves.
Where is the mastermind? That does bother me. It bothers me that it was such a big part of it. We were doing like voice effect bits because of it, and then it's just gone.
Yeah, I really liked the mastermind. I wish he would come back home. Guys, the HOH competition, they compete 2 at a time. They step up to the podiums to face off. They will see Jack the Dipper double dipping, and you need to ring in which dip that he dipped in the most times. Guys, not only was it a stupid challenge, it freaked me out. The little animation was just so, like, it made me uneasy.
I feel like Big Brother tries to come up with new stuff.
The sound effect of the dip going in, I was just like, oh my God, I don't like any part of this.
Yeah, misophonia people are probably not having a good time.
Yeah. Two big things about this challenge, other than Rachel being the first one to really step up and start targeting people. No one ever picked Ava to play until she was in the final 3.
Yeah.
She wins just off of vibes when she gets to the second to last round because she just goes, I don't know. Yeah, she was like, I don't know. Felt like he went to C a lot, so I just locked in C. She wins that round. Now she's in the finals against Will. Both big fan favorites in the house, from what I understand. Mm-hmm. And Will clocks in about 10 seconds early, which costs him the game. Ava's the winner.
It had to just have been a mental lapse by Will because it was way too early. And then I was like, of course Ava wins because no one picked her. And then the person got the yips that she was playing against. And that's how Ava becomes HOH. This is going to be the only time Ava is HOH. And it's because of 2 accidents.
Yeah, but it was really awesome. I was happy for her.
Yeah,
I like Ava.
I woke up in a new Bugatti. That's my Ava's like theme song.
We need to get that sound drop.
Yeah.
Immediately, everybody's like, so what's the rules of your HOH, Ava? And she goes, no one-on-ones. If I need you, I'll call you.
That was awesome. I loved her energy. Also, her with Will. They're drunk.
Oh,
they're chatting.
Dude, they're so funny.
Wearing sunglasses inside. Just, well, a lot of people do that. But with the wine, and they were talking about Vince. So basically, immediately Ava's like, I want Keanu because everyone wants Keanu. Keanu will never get off the block unless he takes himself off like he always does.
Right.
But yeah, Keanu, and then it was Vince, and then who did she have? Ashley?
Yeah, and Ashley she gave a whole bunch of reasons for why she doesn't like Ashley. She doesn't like Ashley's aura. She doesn't think she's trustworthy. There's a whole list of reasons.
But then, who is it that she talked to? It was Mickey, and then wasn't there another person trying to change her mind?
Will, yeah.
Yeah. And then her decision, we could just go ahead and get into it because it wasn't like there was a ton of gameplay stuff from Ava, unless you've got some...
and that was the big complaint about her HOH this week on Twitter and stuff was she didn't do much gameplay as the HOH. Everyone was complaining because she was sleeping up there like 12 hours a day and not letting anyone in the room with her. So I think the only moments that we got of gameplay in this episode are the only moments that she played the game as the HOH this week, which I think is iconic.
Yeah, me too. Dude, she was just drunk and sleeping, and she was the winner. She can do that.
Heck yeah. But I do think we need to bring up one thing that happens before the nomination ceremony.
Yeah.
Which is another Showmance moment.
Where is the Showmance from?
I mean, you know who's the Showmance.
It's from hell. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah. Oh. I was like, huh? I mean, dude, this is what I put in my notes. I just put the gross emoji a bunch of times.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
So, first of all, they're in the bathroom or something?
Yeah.
The makeup
on a couch
room or something like that?
It looked like they were on a couch in the bathroom. Why is there a couch in the bathroom? Or is it the makeup room?
Yeah, or something. I don't know. But it seems like it's Kat and Riley, which I don't even think we needed to say the names. But it's like, it seems like Kat is really into him, but there's still something so uncomfortable about the way he talks to her, where he's just like, we've been living together about a month now, and we're going to be like this forever.
And then she
I'm never letting you go.
It's true. It's true. We've been living together for a month. I for real. And I love you. And I've never loved anybody as much as I love you. And I'll kill somebody for you, Catherine. I mean it. Like tell me somebody looked at you wrong, I'll fucking kill them.
Dude, it's like everything that comes out of his mouth, I'm just like, this dude's a serial killer. But here's what's crazy. From Jimmy's Q&A that he did, apparently everyone in the house thinks that Riley is like the big fan favorite of America. They think that he's going to be the star of the show, that everyone loves him. He said that he was super shocked to get out of the house and see that everyone hates Riley.
Wow. That's really fascinating. I wonder what he did to, maybe it's because all the people in the house don't see the live feed creepiness that we see.
I guess so, man, because it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah. Like, now whenever I think of him, I see him like flopping his dick around in the shower.
Yeah.
And it's like, how am I supposed to like that guy?
Yeah, he's just weird. Another thing that Jimmy said in the Q&A is he was like, oh, he never said anything about having a kid. He was like, we didn't know about that. But I have seen conflicting stuff on Twitter. Some people are saying that's made up. Some people are saying that they don't know who the father is yet. He has to get out of the house and take a DNA test. I don't know that situation. But he strikes me as the kind of guy that anything that someone says about him could be true.
Yeah. It's the love bombing. That's what everybody on Twitter and TikTok, I keep seeing them say, like, he's always love bombing Catherine.
And it's very
like
manipulative.
Cult tactic. Yeah.
Yes. God, man. I hope he gets out of there soon because I feel bad for her.
I don't know if I feel bad for her anymore. Like, yeah, look, you deserve this. If you should have slapped him or said like, hey, weirdo, get away from me. She kissed him on TV and she's like giggling about it and she's like, oh, it's on TV, everyone's gonna see it. Oh, I can't believe it, but she seemed happy about it. She seems so. Maybe she has the same view, and she thinks that they're going to be Rob and Amber getting out of there.
Amber.
But no.
What's crazy is like this is like the opposite of anything I've ever seen happen on reality TV. Usually, we would see something like this and be like, "Oh, it's the edit. The edit is making it seem worse than it is." But it actively seems like the editors are trying to make it better than it is.
They are, for sure. They get the sweetheart music every time.
Yeah, and it's so weird because it's just like normally they try to make scandals happen, but now it feels like this is the most uncomfortable thing to ever be televised. And they're just like, oh, isn't this so cute? Right, guys?
Hey, you give us the live feeds, CBS. We know. You can't gaslight us.
And
we know
that this is romantic.
Yeah, it's not.
No. It would be hilarious if it came out that, like, he's married.
To, like, 4 different women.
Yeah.
He has, like, sister wives in Utah.
he just travels the country, and he just has 4 different wives.
And then at the finale, it's before we move on, because we need to, but the finale, it's going to be him and Catherine, and he goes, now it's about time I told you I got 5 other wives. Do you want to be number 6?
Number 6. Number 6. I hope so badly that he proposes at the live show. I hope so badly, dude. Oh my God.
I don't think we've ever been this mean to a reality contestant ever.
It's because I think he's the devil.
Yeah. Not Mitch anymore?
No, Mitch is not the devil. Mitch is a sweetheart compared to this guy.
Mitch from Survivor 48, just in case you forgot.
Oh, everyone did.
All right,
guys.
Next?
The nomination ceremony.
So, Ava doesn't switch it up on the first 2. She selects Keanu, because duh. And then she selects, who was the second one?
Vince,
yeah. And then she selects twin brother Vince, who's very upset. We skipped over some Vince stuff. That was that after this or was that before?
When he breaks down and just starts crying to everybody? Yeah, that's before. So basically, he wasn't able to do one-on-ones with Ava. So what he does is he goes to her 2 closest allies and tries manipulating them into feeling bad for him and saving him. And so he's just like, it's very clear that he's, he even says in the confessional that he's playing it up. But he's crying. He's talking about how hard life is. He feels like he's all alone. He's really laying it on thick. No one's buying it. They go back to Ava, and they tell Ava about it. Ava gets upset because she's like, hey, why are you trying to manipulate my closest allies instead of just talking game with me? You've never talked game with me.
Yeah, and then Rachel was like, this is fake. Will was like, what the hell? Why is Vince crying in front of me? But, yeah, it didn't work at all. So the nominations were Keanu, Vince, and Ashley. Just kidding. It's Zach. Plot twist.
Dude.
Ava puts one of her numbers on the block. Wild.
This was out of nowhere. Zach hasn't been nominated. Zach hasn't even been brought up. We haven't seen a lot of Zach.
No. And I don't get it, personally.
I don't either. I mean, I think what happened is her two closest allies, who are also very close with Ashley, convinced her not to put up Ashley.
And so she puts their other ally.
Dude, and what's really bad is she looked Zach in the face and said, you're safe. Don't worry about it this week. And
so he was
now
screaming, dude.
Zach is furious, which I don't blame him, because that was really out of left field. He didn't get any heads up. And not only did he not get a heads up, she told him, like, hey, I promise you're good this week. You don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, I love how the only time his diary room wasn't scripted was him just screaming at the top of his lungs, pissed. I was like, I wonder if they can hear him right now.
Yeah, I wonder how that works. But, yeah, when she does the nominations, she gives a great line, a line that fucking Jimmy wishes he came up with. She goes, hey, that's why it's called Big Brother and not Squatters' Rights. I was like, hey, yo!
That was pretty brilliant. She said something about, she brought the prompt up again.
In her confessional, she said, she said, Keanu, here's your prompt. You're on the block.
Also pretty baller,
great. Pretty great.
Yeah, even though she didn't win that altercation according to everybody online. Still, fun reference.
Yep, good callback. I liked it. Zach brings up the fact, and I had totally forgot about this, he still has his $10,000 power to get safety.
Yeah, I forgot about that too. So he
totally
could just
forgot.
Hand over $10K to Mama Julie
and put someone else on the block. I think the way that it works is he would give the $10,000 to the player that he wants on the block instead of him. So that person would go on the block, but if they go home with $10,000.
Huh. So
that
would make it sting a little bit less. Definitely.
Yeah. $10,000 versus $750,000. At least you got something.
Yeah. I mean, it makes no sense to try to predict, but because they're like two competitions where people can get taken off. But who do you think's going home this week out of those three?
I think it just boils down to, do you think that Keanu can take himself off the block for the fourth time?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
I
hope so, but I'm scared. I'm scared that it's just his time. You know what I mean? And that's scary.
Maybe when you get two chances and you're, jacked, it does help.
That's
but it
fair.
might not. The muscles, like, it might not be a physical thing, so you never know.
But he's pretty smart too. Like the memory
Dungeon
game
Master.
last week, he did great. So I'm really hoping Keanu comes off the block. I don't care if Vince goes home. I've enjoyed watching him play. I think he's been playing really harder than most people.
Yeah.
But I'm okay if I don't see him trying to manipulate someone in the HOH room next week. You know what I mean? And then I would be pretty shocked and taken aback if Zach actually went home. So
yeah,
I guess I'm hoping Vince.
I mean, it would suck for me, but after his performance with the tears, I was like, look, dude, I don't know if there's any coming back from this. When you get called out by two, you try to sob in front of two people and they both call you out for how fake it is. At least, like, with Rachel, I think it made more sense what he was trying to do. And then with Will, he's just like, man, I got anxiety.
Yeah, and I was like, Will is not the guy to go. He'd be like, oh, yeah? Did you think I had anxiety maybe when I took out everyone in World War II?
Yeah. God. I mean, looking at a vet and crying about your life situation when he went to fucking Iraq and you delivered pizza to Big Brother.
It's like, hey, Vince, man, I understand it's hard. You're unemployed. You're living at home with your parents. Will was in war.
Yeah. Like, you know what else was stressful? Putting a bullet in Hitler's head.
storming the beach of Normandy, Vince. That was stressful.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's a good note to end it on. That concludes what was this week 5 of Big Brother.
Big Brother.
BB with PD and Chase in the morning.
You're about to hear some ads that help keep the lights on here in the old studio. Thanks for listening or don't listen. It's really up to you at this point. It's at the end of the show. I mean, you're listening to me. Hi. But here they come. I promise they're coming. Yep, here they are. Happy day.